Namaskar, this is Abhishek from NSTL. Welcome to this second part of video series on NPS performance. In this video, we will touch upon two important aspects of NPS investment: selection of pension fund manager and selection of a scheme which will maximize return of NPS investments and ultimately result into healthy retirement corpus of NPS subscribers. But before we discuss this, let's quickly recap what we have discussed in the previous video of this series. We have discussed how NPS has performed over different time horizon, and at the same time we also tried to see how it has fared against comparable mutual fund scheme. Apart from this, we also discussed how other important attributes of NPS other than returns like tax benefits, customized investment options, life stage investing, flexible exit plan also play a very important role to make NPS a perfect avenue for investment for your retirement. All the viewers may agree with me that every individual deserves a comfortable, relaxed, secured and dignified retired life. To get this post-retirement, a steady income in form of pension is required, and this is possible only if one has a healthy corpus at the time of retirement. For this, the NPS investment should generate good returns, and pension fund managers impaneled for NPS investments should perform well. NPS gives flexibility to the subscribers to select pension fund manager and investment options. However, we generally observe that most challenging decision for any subscriber is selection of pension fund manager and a scheme which should generate good returns. Being the most effective and popular investment option for retirement planning, more and more corporates are adopting NPS for their employees along with traditional retirement options such as EPF and superannuation. As a part of corporate onboarding process, choice of investment option is a crucial decision. Either corporate selects the investment option which is applicable for all the employees, or investment choice is given to the employees. From our frequent interaction with the corporates, we generally receive a common feedback that selection of pension fund manager and investment option by corporates is the most challenging decision to make in NPS. Even if the choice is left to the employees, they look up to the corporate HR team for guidance. It is quite natural, as in the case of EPFO and superannuation investment, all the decision is taken by the corporate HR team. In this video, we are attempting to address this concern. We all know a basic principle of any investment is to do not put all your eggs into one basket, which means do not keep your entire investment in any one asset class. Concentration of investment in any one asset class poses a high risk, as performance of a particular asset class may not be consistent every year. Historical data, past performance may or may not be sustained in the future. Instead, diversify your investment in different asset classes such as equity, debt or any other asset class to minimize the risk. Financial consultant advisors also suggest the same thing and helps investor to design a portfolio having perfect investment mix based on individuals investors' risk taking capacity. You can see in the chart shown here that in the last 10 years how these major asset classes have performed. Like equity and debt instruments, even gold, which is still a popular investment tool in India, has not performed consistently. So, it is always a wise decision for diversify your portfolio. And at the same time, it is equally important that we should stay invested in turbulent time. Even in a current situation like COVID-19 outbreak, one can accumulate more units by regular investments as asset valuations are down, which ultimately helps us in building a good corpus. As far as NPS investment is concerned, the good thing is it forces you to diversify your portfolio. Let's see how. NPS investment is primarily done in three asset classes: equity, that is E, corporate bond, that is C, and government securities, that is G, with maximum exposure in equity being 75%. And a subscriber can invest maximum 100% in corporate debt or government securities. Further, there are two investment options in NPS: one active choice and another one is auto choice. When funds are getting invested in predefined matrix in E, C and G based on one's risk taking capacity depending on age, it is called as auto choice. In active choice, subscribers can actively decide how their contribution would be invested in each asset class, be it an active or auto choice. Since there is a cap on maximum exposure under equity, subscribers have to mandatorily invest some portion under other asset classes also. So, in a way, NPS is forcing you to diversify your portfolio in equity and debt fund. You can also watch our video on investment options available in NPS Ki Pathshala to get more details about how active or auto choice works. Performance with respect to returns generated by each pension fund manager across individual asset class, that is E, C and G, is available on NSDL CRA and NPS Trust website. So, one can say if details are available, anyone can visit the website and compare the past performance of all pension fund managers with respect to returns generated for each asset class and take a decision to select pension fund manager. Sounds easy, but if you compare pension fund manager performance on individual asset class returns, it will not give you a real picture. As I said earlier, in NPS, subscriber ends up investing across multiple asset classes. The true comparison would be to compare the aggregate return of all the asset classes in an asset mix. However, unlike a mutual fund, aggregate return of all asset class are not readily available under NPS. That is why here we have attempted to evaluate the performance of all pension fund managers by comparing the aggregate returns generated by them for each asset class mix currently available for investments under NPS. This will enable a subscriber to compare performance of all pension fund manager at a glance to take an informed decision. So, which are the asset mix available in NPS? You must have seen various representation of asset class mix in many newspapers or in certain mutual fund websites. In mutual fund, based on investment percentage of different asset classes, scheme have been defined largely like equity oriented fund, debt oriented fund, balance or hybrid fund, etc. In NPS also, under auto choice, 3 asset class mix have been defined: aggressive, moderate and conservative based on exposure of equity. Though these asset class mixes are available in auto choice option, subscriber can create various combination of asset class mix in active choice also by actively deciding proportion under each asset class. For the purpose of comparing the performance of all the pension fund manager on a common ground, we have tried to categorize 4 such asset class mix based on equity exposure. 1. Aggressive, 2nd. Moderate, 3rd. Conservative and 4th. Ultra conservative. In aggressive mode of investment, we have kept equity exposure to the maximum permissible limit, that is 75%. However, the remaining percentage we have equally divided into corporate debt and government securities, that is 12.5% each. This is because in mutual fund also, say a balanced equity funds, only percentage of equity exposure is mentioned. However, investment proportion in other asset classes is generally not known. On the similar lines, in moderate, the equity exposure has been kept at 50%, in conservative it is 25% and in ultra conservative equity exposure is lowest at 10%. You may say that subscriber may not invest in equity at all and puts his investment only in corporate and government securities. So, why not consider this option also for comparison? But in all prudential financial planning, we find that a portion of equity investment is considered critical for all age group, although the percentage allocation to equity decreases with increase of age. This is because over a long period of time, equity investment gives superior return which is over and above the prevailing inflation rate. This is the reason why our 4th category of asset mix, ultra conservative, also has a 10% equity exposure. Now, we will observe how the pension fund managers have performed based on the proposed asset class mix. So, let us understand how the returns have been calculated. We assume that a subscriber is investing 50,000 yearly in NPS in the beginning of the financial year. The reason why we are taking 50,000 for investment is many people are investing in NPS for taking exclusive tax benefits available under 80CCD 1B for the contribution up to 50,000. And to take the maximum benefit of investments, they invest in the beginning of the financial year so that they get full year for investment. This we generally see in PPF investment also, where people are investing lump sum amount in the beginning of the financial year to take the tax benefit and full year's interest. Rupees 50,000 invested would be divided into 3 asset class: equity, corporate debt and government securities in the proportion based on investment mode, that is aggressive, moderate, conservative and ultra conservative. For example, in case of aggressive mode, out of 50,000, 75%, that is 37,500 would get invested in equity, 12.5%, that is 6,250 would be in corporate debt and 12.5%, that is 6,250 in government securities and so on. We have calculated units generated against each investment based on the NAV of the first working day of the financial year. Value of the unit under each asset class has been calculated based on the NAV of 31st March 2020 and added to arrive at the final value of the investment. Based on the final value of the investment, annualized returns have been calculated using XIRR method. The same approach we have applied for all the pension fund managers to calculate returns against the investment over 3 years, 5 years and 10 years. Because we have taken the performance of last 3, 5 and 10 financial year, few pension fund managers are not featuring in our list, like Birla Pension Fund, as they have not completed 3 years as on 31st March 2020. So, it is not part of the list. Likewise, HDFC and LIC are not appearing in the list of 10 years performance, and we have arranged the fund house's name in an alphabetical order. The matrix showing comparison of returns generated by all pension fund managers for each investment mode, that is aggressive, moderate, etc. for 3 time horizon, that is 3, 5 and 10 years is on the screen. Unlike in mutual funds, we have not compared returns for a smaller period of say 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, as NPS is a long term investment product. Is the picture clear now? Isn't it looks easy to compare pension fund managers' performances? It can be observed from the chart that for different time span, that is 3, 5 and 10 years, the returns generated by the various asset class mix are different. At the same time, if we see performance of pension fund managers, it is varying across asset class mix over different time span, that is 3, 5 and 10 years. For example, if you see performance of 5 years time span, LIC pension fund is the top performer in ultra conservative asset mix, whereas HDFC pension fund is top performer in other 3 asset mix. If we see, the returns generated by pension fund manager are fairly good for the duration of 10 years, though we have given comparison for 5 years and 3 years also. 10 years return are more relevant as far as NPS subscribers are concerned, mainly because NPS is product for retirement saving and it is expected that subscribers would remain invested for a longer period to generate good returns and build a healthy corpus for retirement. We have also shown estimated corpus amount at the end of each investment period under each investment mode if a person invests 50,000 per year. This calculation will facilitate subscriber to compare performance of all pension fund managers at one place and select best performing pension fund manager for their NPS investment. We shall make this available on our website in near future, where you can find best performing pension fund manager for a particular period in a given set of asset class mix. This will also help existing subscribers to evaluate the performance of their pension fund manager and to decide whether they should continue with the same or switch to the other better performing pension fund manager. NPS provides this facility to change the pension fund manager once in a financial year. At the same time, you can change your investment choice, that is active to auto, auto to active, or the percentage allocation in active choice twice in a financial year. From this video, we would like to suggest corporates also that they should only facilitate their employees in NPS onboarding and leave the choice of investment option at their end, as now they can take well informed decision about their investment. Corporate can also share this video on their internal portal so that it will reach to all the employees. That is all for this second part of NPS performance video. Please subscribe our channel to get more such informative video on NPS. Thank you and stay safe.